The drunk customer was about to spill his secrets when the bartender asked exactly the right questions. The undercover cop was amazed. This was psychological manipulation technique. Welcome to Delta Files. Before we dive into this powerful story of hidden skills, information gathering, and unexpected expertise, tell me in the comments where you're watching from today, and if you believe stories like this need to be remembered, hit that subscribe button. The Blue Moon was exactly what you'd expect from a downtown nightclub in Detroit. Loud music, dim lighting, and the kind of clientele that included everyone from college students to business executives looking to blow off steam. For 3 years, Marcus Rivera had been the head bartender, known for his ability to remember every customer's drink and somehow make everyone feel like they were talking to their best friend. Detective Lisa Park had been working undercover narcotics for 2 months, focusing on a drug distribution network that operated through Detroit's nightclub scene. Her cover was simple: party girl with money to spend and connections to make. The Blue Moon was a known hub for dealers, suppliers, and the kind of people who discussed illegal business over expensive drinks. Lisa had been observing the club's operations for weeks, but she kept noticing something unusual about Marcus, the bartender. It wasn't just that he was good at his job, it was how he was good at his job. Most bartenders made small talk, served drinks, and collected tips. Marcus did something different. He conducted conversations. Lisa watched him work for several nights before she understood what she was seeing. Marcus wasn't just chatting with customers. He was systematically extracting information using techniques that belonged in police interrogation rooms, not behind a bar. Friday night, Lisa positioned herself at the bar where she could observe Marcus's interactions closely. What she witnessed made her question everything she thought she knew about bartending. A businessman in an expensive suit approached the bar, clearly stressed and looking for alcohol to calm his nerves. "Rough day?" Marcus asked, pouring the man's whiskey without being asked. "You could say that," the businessman replied. Marcus leaned in slightly, creating the illusion of privacy in the crowded club. "Work problems or something more personal?" Lisa recognized the technique immediately. Open-ended question designed to encourage elaboration. Classic interrogation psychology. "Business deal gone wrong," the man admitted. "Lost a lot of money today." Marcus nodded sympathetically while wiping down glasses. "That's brutal. Investment stuff or more like a partnership issue?" Another perfect follow-up question. Narrow the topic without being intrusive. Encourage specific details. "Partnership. My business partner decided to take some money that wasn't his." Lisa watched Marcus's face. He showed concern, but she detected something else: professional interest. "That's theft, right? Are you going to the police?" "Can't. The money wasn't exactly legal to begin with." Bingo. Marcus had just gotten a confession of illegal activity from a customer who thought he was talking to a sympathetic bartender. Lisa spent the next hour watching Marcus work. Every conversation followed the same pattern. Establish rapport, ask open-ended questions, narrow focus, extract specific information. When a group of college students discussed cheating on exams, Marcus guided the conversation until he knew exactly who was involved and which professors were being bribed. When 2 women talked about their divorces, Marcus subtly elicited information about hidden assets, affairs, and financial fraud. When a city councilman had too much to drink, Marcus learned about construction contracts being awarded based on kickbacks rather than merit. Lisa realized she was watching someone with professional-level interrogation training, extract confessions, and intelligence from unsuspecting civilians. During Marcus's break, Lisa approached him directly. "You're really good at getting people to talk," she said casually. Marcus smiled. "People like to share when they're drinking. Part of the job. But you ask very specific questions, almost like you're looking for particular information." Marcus's expression became more guarded. "Just curious about people, I guess." Lisa decided to test him. "I'm Lisa, marketing consultant, recently moved here from Chicago." She'd just given Marcus a cover story containing 1 truth and 1 lie. She waited to see how he'd respond. "Marketing, that's interesting. What kind of clients do you work with?" Good question. If Lisa was lying about her profession, this would expose her. "Pharmaceutical companies mostly. Regulatory compliance marketing." Marcus nodded, but Lisa caught him glancing at her hands. He was looking for calluses, scars, or other physical evidence that might contradict her claimed profession. "Chicago's a tough market. What made you move to Detroit?" Another test question. If her backstory was fabricated, probing questions would reveal inconsistencies. Lisa realized Marcus was interrogating her using textbook police techniques. "You know," Lisa said, "you ask questions like a cop." Marcus froze for just a moment. Sorry, occupational hazard. Bartenders hear a lot of stories, but Lisa had caught the tell. Marcus had training in information extraction that went far beyond bartending school. After the club closed, Lisa followed Marcus to his car. She called for backup and approached him in the parking lot. Marcus Rivera, Detective Park, Detroit Police. I need to ask you some questions. Marcus turned around, and Lisa saw something in his eyes she'd missed before. Relief. I was wondering when someone would notice, Marcus said quietly. Notice what? That I'm not just a bartender. Lisa's backup arrived, but Marcus cooperated fully. At the police station, his story became clear. Marcus Rivera was a former DEA agent with 15 years of undercover experience. He'd retired from federal service 2 years ago but couldn't adjust to civilian life. When he took the bartending job, he discovered that his investigative instincts and interrogation skills made him exceptionally effective at gathering intelligence. Why didn't you contact law enforcement with the information you were collecting? Lisa asked. Because I wasn't sure who to trust. Some of the people I was getting information about were cops, city officials, prosecutors. I needed to understand the scope of corruption before I knew who to approach. Marcus opened a storage unit and showed Lisa 3 years' worth of recorded conversations, detailed notes, and evidence of criminal activity throughout Detroit's government and law enforcement. I'd been building cases against a drug distribution network, a police corruption ring, and a city contract fraud scheme, all from behind a bar. Lisa examined the evidence. It was meticulous, professional, and devastating for dozens of criminals who thought they were safe discussing illegal activities in a crowded nightclub. Why continue working undercover for 3 years without backup or authorization? Marcus looked tired. Because these people were destroying the city and they thought they were untouchable. Someone needed to prove they weren't. The information Marcus provided led to the largest corruption investigation in Detroit's history. 18 arrests, including 3 police officers, 2 city councilmen, and a federal judge. The drug distribution network was completely dismantled. Marcus was offered his DEA position back, but he declined. I'm done with official undercover work, but maybe I'll keep bartending. Turns out I'm pretty good at it. Lisa visited Marcus at his new job, bartending at a restaurant in a safer part of town, where the most serious crime he encountered was customers trying to pay for dinner with expired credit cards. Do you miss the investigation work? Lisa asked. Marcus smiled while mixing her drink. Every conversation is an investigation if you're paying attention. The difference is now I use the information to help people instead of arrest them. Now I ask you, have you ever met someone whose people skills seemed too professional for their job? Someone who asked questions that revealed more about them than about you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes the most skilled investigators are those who no longer carry badges. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, subscribe, share, and help us honor those who continue serving justice in ways that keep communities safe, even without official authority.